There's nothing more toxic or deadly than a human child. A single touch could kill you. Leave a door open and a child could walk right into this factory, right into the monster world.
I won't go in a kid's room! You can't make me!
You're going in there because we need this. Our city is counting on you to collect those children's screams. Without Scream, we have no power.
Yeah, today we're learning English with Monsters, Inc. And this will be a great lesson for you to learn some useful business English and everyday native expressions. In this movie, there's a whole city of monsters that depends on a power company, Monsters Incorporated. Incorporated just means that a business is officially registered as a legal business. And in the USA, we often shorten this to Inc. The monsters generate electricity by scaring human children. However, the humorous twist is that they believe that children are toxic and deadly, so they're actually terrified of them. However, the company is in a pinch. That means a difficult situation. They're unable to generate enough electricity. By the way, if you're like me and you forget new expressions like incorporated and in a pinch just minutes after learning them, then I highly recommend that you study the flashcards for this lesson. They use science to make sure that these new words stick in your brain like super glue. That way, you can confidently use them in your next conversation. So you can get those for free on the Real Life app by clicking the link down in the description below. Now let's jump into our first full scene where the main character of this movie, Sully, meets with his boss, Waternoose.
What a day.
We're just going through a rough time, sir. Everyone knows you're going to get us through it.
Tell that to the board of directors. James, this company has been in my family for 3 generations. I would do anything to keep it from going under.
Well, so would I, sir.
Say, I could use your help with something.
Anything, sir.
You see, we've hired some new scare recruits, and frankly, they're
Inexperienced?
they stink. I thought maybe you might come by tomorrow and give them a demonstration. Show them what it takes to be a top scarer, huh?
I'll start out with the old Waternoose jump and growl.
Oh, yeah. Now that's my boy.
So let's start off with that clip where we first meet Waternoose and learn why monsters scare children.
Leave a door open and a child could walk right into this factory.
So we hear Waternoose say that if you leave a door open, a child could walk right into the factory. But why did he use right here? It emphasizes that the action is direct and immediate. The child walked straight into the factory with no stops. You'll hear this use of right in lots of expressions. For example, she drove right past the house without stopping, means she went directly past it. Or he walked right onto the stage, means he went straight to it without hesitation. It adds a sense of boldness or directness to the action.
You're going in there because we need this. Our city is counting on you to collect those children's screams. Without Scream, we have no power.
And notice how Waternoose says that the monsters are counting on the scarers to collect the children's screams. When you count on someone to do something, you trust them to do it. You depend on them. For instance, your friend might be counting on you to pick them up from the airport. Check out these other examples.
Yes, well, Easter's right around the corner, Carlos. Remember this, EB. We can't make any mistakes. The entire world is counting on us.
I see a way out.
I knew I could count on you.
What a day.
We're just going through a rough time, sir. Everyone knows you're going to get us through it.
So Sully is trying to comfort Waternoose by saying they're just going through a rough time. This is a common way to describe a difficult period that won't last forever, like in a pinch that we saw earlier. When you go through something, you experience it from beginning to end. We also often say to go through a rough patch. For example, many small businesses went through a rough patch during COVID. Check out these examples.
My dad's going through a rough time right now.
Look, everyone goes through rough patches, but we can't give up.
Then Sully adds that everyone knows water noose will get them through it. So go through means to experience something difficult, while get through means to survive or successfully deal with that difficult situation. Listen to this example.
I know, sweetie, it's a hard day. It's okay, we'll get through it, sweetie. Breathe, deep breath.
By the way, natives are so hard to understand sometimes, right? This isn't only because we speak fast, but also because we cut, reduce, and link our words together when speaking fluently. We call this connected speech. Let's listen to an example.
Oh, what a day.
So when we have a T between two vowels, it usually morphs into a soft D sound. What a day becomes what a day. What a day.
Oh, what a day.
And listen again to how Sully said this.
Everyone knows you're going to get us through it.
Get us becomes get us. Get us. And through and it link together. That sounds like through it. Through it.
You're going to get us through it. You're going to get us through it.
Great. Your comprehension and fluency will improve a lot through mimicry. Listen to those 2 lines again and try to say them yourself.
What a day. What a day.
Everyone knows you're going to get us through it. You're going to get us through it.
Tell that to the board of directors. James, this company has been in my family for 3 generations. I would do anything to keep it from going under.
Now, Waternoose mentions he has to answer to the board of directors. This is a group of people elected to oversee and make major decisions for a company. Directors meet regularly to review the company's performance and make strategic decisions. Big companies like Apple, Disney, and Tesla all have boards of directors. Waternoose then says something really personal. The company has been in his family for 3 generations. When something has been in a family for generations, it means it's been passed down from grandparents to parents to children and so on. It creates a strong sense of tradition and responsibility. So Waternoose is terrified of the company going under.
I would do anything to keep it from going under.
What do you think that means? Getting investigated by the government? Becoming more successful? Failing and closing? Right. You might hear people say things like, that restaurant went under after just 6 months. Then, Waternoose had an interesting use of the word say. Listen again.
Say, I could use your help with something.
Tricky, right? When used as an interjection, say is just an informal way to say, by the way, or to introduce a new idea.
You see, we've hired some new scare recruits, and frankly, they're
Inexperienced?
they stink.
Recruits are people who have recently joined an organization, company, or military service. The newest members who are still learning. Also, in sports, teams draft new recruits from college. Check out these examples.
We have some new recruits with us this morning, including our first fox.
Let's get started. The recruit who does best will win the honor of killing his first dragon in front of the entire village.
And then Waternoose hilariously says, they stink. Now, literally, when something stinks, it smells really bad. But we can use this figuratively to mean that someone is really terrible at something. For example, I stink at math means you're really bad at math. Or this movie stinks means it's awful. And do you ever feel like your English stinks? It happens to all of us. Trust me, I've had days where I feel like I stink at every one of the 6 languages that I've learned. But the right tools can help. On our real life app, we've made a simple solution for busy learners like you. All you need is 10 to 15 minutes a day. Simply watch a short lesson with a movie or series, learn a few new words, and then have a low-pressure conversation using the new expressions with your AI coach. Super easy. And if you do this every day, well, in a week, you could add 10 to 15 new expressions to your vocabulary. Over time, this kind of consistency is what separates advanced English communicators from those who are stuck forever at intermediate. So try it now. Just click the link down in the description below to get started for free.
I thought maybe you might come by tomorrow and give them a demonstration. Show them what it takes to be a tough scarer, huh?
I'll start out with the old water noose jump and growl.
All right, so Sully offers to show the recruits the old water noose jump and growl. This must be a technique he learned from his boss when he was a recruit. When we say the old before something, we're referring to a well-known, tried and true method. It's similar to how someone might say, I'll use the old fake left, go right move in basketball. Or let me try the old turn it off and then on again trick with technology. So the move is the jump and growl. A growl is a deep, threatening sound an animal makes. It sounds like this. We also say, my stomach is growling when we're hungry. All right, so Water Noose just seems like this sweet old boss who wants the best for his company, right? Wrong. The twist is that he's so desperate to save the company that he's willing to do anything. He has this monster, Randall, try to kidnap an adorable little girl, Boo. Since children are harder to scare, their plan is to use a machine that sucks the screams out of them. Luckily, Sully finds Boo first, discovers that children are not dangerous for monsters, and creates a close bond with her. When he finds out about Water Noose's diabolical plan, he and Mike are exiled from the monster world. However, he finds a way back and is determined to save Boo from Randall and Water Noose. Let's see what happens.
I think we stopped him, Boo. You're safe now. You be a good girl, okay?
This has gone far enough, James.
She's home now. Just leave her alone.
I can't do that. She's seen too much. You both have.
It doesn't have to be this way.
I have no choice. Times have changed. Scaring isn't enough anymore.
But kidnapping children?
I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die, and I'll silence anyone who gets in my way.
No!
Good night, Mom. Good night, sweetheart. Good night,
What?
Mom.
What?
Simulation terminated. Simulation terminated.
What? I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die. I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die.
I'll get him. All right, come with us.
What are you doing? Take your hands off of me. You can't arrest me. I hope you're happy, Sullivan. You've destroyed this company. Monsters Incorporated is dead. Where will everyone get their scream now? The energy crisis will only get worse because of you.
I think we stopped him, Boo. You're safe now. You be a good girl, okay?
Interesting use of this simple word. So Sully thought he had stopped Water Noose, meaning he believed he had successfully prevented him from stealing Boo. You might stop a friend from making a bad decision, or stop a thief from stealing something. It's about intervention and prevention. But then Water Noose catches them.
This has gone far enough, James.
She's home now. Just leave her alone.
This expression means that a situation has reached an unacceptable point and needs to end. Check out this example.
This has gone far enough! Oh, that was really grown up! Oh! Sir, please, it's for your own good.
Sully pleads for Water Noose to leave Boo alone. This is a direct way to tell someone to stop bothering someone else. You might tell your annoying brother, just leave me alone. Or ask a pushy salesperson to please leave me alone.
It doesn't have to be this way.
I have no choice. Times have changed. Scaring isn't enough anymore.
The excuse that Water Noose uses here means that circumstances are different from how they used to be. In Monsters, Inc., they talk about how because of more violent and scary movies, kids are not as easily scared as in the past, so they can't get as much energy from their screams.
We know the challenge. The window of innocence is shrinking. Human kids are harder to scare.
Of course, MI is prepared for the future.
And there's another example of connected speech here.
It doesn't have to be this way.
When we have an N and T together, usually we drop the T, like in 20, can't, or international. So it's not doesn't, but doesn't. And have and to link together and sound like have to. Let's put it all together. It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. Now you try.
It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. But kidnapping children?
I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die, and I'll silence anyone who gets in my way.
Now here's the shocking line. What do you think silence someone means in this threatening context? make them be quiet in a meeting, stop them from sharing information, ignore what they are saying. Exactly. Usually when someone uses this, it means that they will use violence to protect their secrets. In organized crime movies, you might hear someone say, "We need to silence the witness." In less dramatic context though, it can just mean to make someone stop talking. Like the teacher silenced class with one look.
I hope you're happy, Sullivan. You've destroyed this company. Monsters Incorporated is dead. Where will everyone get their scream now? The energy crisis will only get worse because of you.
Finally, Waternoose rants about the energy crisis. A crisis is a serious, urgent problem. And when we add energy to it, we're talking about a severe shortage or problem with power supply. There are also oil crises where fuel becomes scarce and expensive, or health crises like the COVID epidemic. By the way, notice it's one crisis, but multiple crises, not crises. However, earlier in the movie, Sully discovered with Boo that children's screams aren't the only thing that produces energy. In fact, laughs are an even more powerful source of energy.
Be bear, he has no... Ah! Ah! Don't you touch me, touch me!
Sully, the bear! The bear! Give it
So then, after Waternoose's plan is foiled, Sully has a brilliant idea to change how they generate energy.
Hey, this thing on? Hello, hello, testing, testing. Hey, good evening, how are you? Nice to see you. Huh? Hey, thanks a lot. I'll be here all week. Remember to tip your waitresses.
Great job, Mikey. You filled your quota on the first kid of the day.
What a beautiful end to the story. But we're not done here yet. Now comes the most important part of the lesson. You'll test everything that you learned by watching those scenes again without subtitles and answering some quiz questions. Let's go.
There's nothing more toxic or deadly than a human child. A single touch could kill you. Leave a door open and a child could walk right into this factory, right into the monster world.
I won't go in a kid's room! You can't make me!
You're going in there because we need this.
Fill in the blank. When you depend on someone to do something important, you to do it. When you depend on someone to do something important, you count on them to do it.
Our city is counting on you to collect those children's screams. Without Scream, we have no power. What a day.
We're just going through a rough time, sir.
What's the difference between going through a rough time and getting through a rough time? They mean exactly the same thing. Going through means experiencing it. Getting through means surviving it. Getting through is more formal.
Everyone knows you're going to get us through it.
Tell that to the board of directors. James, this company has been in my family for 3 generations. I would do anything to keep it from going under.
If a business goes under, what happens to it? It becomes more profitable, it gets investigated, it fails and closes.
So would I, sir.
Say, I could use your help with something.
Anything, sir.
You see, we've hired some new scare recruits, and frankly, they're
Inexperienced?
they stink. I thought maybe you might come by tomorrow and give them a demonstration. Show them what it takes to be a top scarer, huh?
I'll start out with the old Waternoose jump and growl.
Oh, yeah. Now that's my boy.
I think we stopped him, Boo. You're safe now. You be a good girl, okay?
This has gone far enough.
Your brother keeps bothering you while you're trying to study. What expression should you use? Leave me alone.
James.
She's home now. Just leave her alone.
I can't do that. She's seen too much. You both have.
It doesn't have to be this way.
I have no choice. Times have changed. Scaring isn't enough anymore.
But kidnapping children?
I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die, and I'll silence anyone who gets in my way.
No!
Good night, Mom. Good night, sweetheart. Good night,
What?
Mom.
What
Good
is
night,
this?
Simulation terminated. Simulation terminated.
What? I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die. I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die.
I'll get him. All right, come with us.
What are you doing?
Sir.
Take your hands off of me. You can't arrest me. I hope you're happy, Sullivan. You've destroyed this company. Monsters Incorporated is dead. Where will everyone get their scream now?
Imagine after a drought, a city does not have enough water for all of its citizens. In the newspapers, you might read that there is a water crisis.
The energy crisis will only get worse because of you.
I hope you enjoyed learning English today with Monsters, Inc. And I recommend you go out and live your English by watching the full Monsters, Inc. movie. I feel like you're really prepared now. And if you have the goal of being able to understand fast-speaking natives without getting lost, without missing the jokes, and without subtitles, well, every single week, we help you to do it here on Learn English with TV series with 2 new lessons with your favorite movies, series, celebrities, and more. So join over 11 million learners around the world. I mean, that's crazy, 11 million learners, by clicking the subscribe button and bell down below so you won't miss a single new lesson. And if you really want to take your learning to the next level with these lessons, the best way is with all the tools we provide you on the Real Life English app. You get all the same lessons as here on YouTube, but with all the tools that we provide you, it's really going to help you go from being an intermediate English learner to being an advanced English speaker. So for sure, check that out. It's free to get started. But if you're sticking out with us here on YouTube, you might want to check out this lesson next.
You came here in that?
Yeah.
In a house? A floating house? That's the darndest thing I've ever seen. You're not after my bird, are you? But if you need to borrow a cup of sugar, I'd be happy to oblige you. Well, this is all a misunderstanding. My dog's made a mistake.
Wait, are you